There are over 29,000 different supplements available in the United States. And every year there's about 1,000 more that are added. So, how do you choose? How do you choose which ones to use and how do you know which ones are best for you? Maybe you're tired of all the choices. You know that natural health is the best route for you to go. It's best for you and your family, but your health still isn't at 100%. So, how do you know what you're missing? In other words, how do you know specifically what is going to help you? You know that your body's wonderfully and fearfully made, but why isn't it working right? And how do you figure that out? But before I answer that, I'm going to be honest with you here. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be confidently and peacefully healthy. There are media manipulations and lies, there's information and misinformation, but who knows which is which? But there is one thing I know for certain. The more that you understand your body and are able to take your health into your own hands, the more we can all take back our health. And let's be honest about it, women are the ones who choose the food. We manage the doctor's visits and medications. We're the ones who are mainly in charge of our children's health, and we're the ones who take care of our parents as we age or as they age. And sure, I'd love for there to be more equality and balance in that. But the fact is, men know a lot and are incredibly supportive, but it's the women, mainly the women, who are implementing and executing on this. Certainty gives us peace of mind. And the tool that I talk about in this book gives us certainty, which can provide peace of mind. And with peace of mind, we can relax and experience love. We need more love. We need it for ourselves. We need it for the world. And as long as we're running around freaked out about our health, we can't relax into love, not like we could. And this tool's foundation is love. Its implementation results in health. And so I want you to have this tool because I truly believe it will help all of us, not just those who can afford to go to holistic doctors. I've been using this for decades, and it's time we were all able to use it. So trial and error can take a few years, right? You go on Facebook and you have ask in your natural health group, for example, and you ask for advice on something. And you're given so many answers, maybe 30 answers, 40, 50 answers. People agree, people disagree. How do you know what's right for you? And how often have you heard somebody say that something has totally changed their life? It's just changed their life. It's so good. And you try it, but it does nothing for you. And that is because you're unique. And so is what will help you. Going to a natural doctor is expensive and typically for the wealthy. But what if you could have those skills at home? What if you had a tool that many natural doctors effectively use to get answers, but is designed for you to use at home with a little bit of love and leaning on God's wisdom without hundreds of thousands of dollars invested or thousands of hours of education, which you can't afford to take away from your family and career. But you could learn it at home on your own time with your lifestyle just the way it is. That's what this book outlines for you. The tools are outlined for you. You can have that information at your fingertips. Of course, you won't have all the medical education unless you do, and that would be a benefit to you. And of course, you'll be limited by your level of knowledge, or it will support you. But there's one thing that no doctor can know, and that is that you know you best and you know your kids best. You have a mother's knowing and you have your own innate wisdom. With the innate skills that you already have, all the research and information you already know, and the tools available in this book, you will be able to get to the underpinnings of your health and your family's health. So let's look at what's in the book. We have the introduction where we also look at a new reality and who the book is for. You will look at the problems in regards to natural health. Complexity won't fix your health is hard lesson number one. Hard lesson number two is it's getting harder to get real information. Hard lesson number three is switching 100% to natural health is risky. And I go into why that is. Hard lesson number four is paying for appropriate and usable knowledge is necessary. and hard lesson number 5, you're going to be on the forefront of change. There is a secret key for using this effectively, and there's also a catch, which I go into. So it's really the number one problem. Now, there is also a core mechanism, which is balance, and I give you the quantum response testing step-by-step overview. And we also go into the critical component that you want to make sure that you always use. There's a part of quantum response testing called emotional and mental balancing and repatterning, or EMBER. And that is a system that you can use to unlock some of those limitations or emotions that are stuck in the body so that you can shift your body to better health. And then also I go into how to explain quantum response testing. There's information on what you can do next, how you can get more help, and a little bit about me. In the book, you will get clear on what you need and what your family needs by using this process of assessing the dangers to health, supplements, and looking at solutions. The tool is one you might be familiar with. And the problem with this tool is that a lot of people aren't using it effectively, and they're getting wonky answers, or they can't rely on it 100%. And I go into details on why that is and what you can do about it. The tool is muscle response testing, which is a natural biofeedback method of communicating with the body to understand what specifically it needs. And the system that we're using that tool with is called quantum response testing, because every little choice matters, and quantum technically means very small things in the universe, in your environment, and we're testing the response to the quantum environment. Everything. And through this entire system, we get some incredible results. If you haven't been getting great results, or you've been getting inconsistent results, you'll find out how to take care of that in here. There's part of it which we call the art of pushing on an arm. That's broken it down into 4 steps, and the very underlying step in that is called Activate Your Heart Set, which is about connecting to love, divine wisdom, and there's a process to do. There's a process to follow in order to do that. It is a scientifically related process, so that's kind of cool. And I've had people go through the course and they say, if I don't do all 4 steps, my results are not as consistent or as solid. And when I implement these 4 steps, I get great answers, consistent answers, and reliable answers. And what's cool is I've had my patients take this training and they say, I found this out. I tested myself and I found this out. And then I check their work. I check what they did, make sure that they're not messing themselves up, because a lot of practitioners will tell you not to test yourself because you don't have this foundational knowledge, and then you come into them to your appointment and your program's all messed up. So we want to make sure that you have the knowledge that you need in order to get the best results possible. Activating your heart set is just a really important part of that. And the reason I'm talking about this and sharing with this is because I've had so much success over the years with using muscle response testing. And I created quantum response testing because quantum technically means really, really small parts of the universe, and every little choice we make matters. So every choice matters. Every little choice, seemingly seemingly unimportant choice, or it looks like it doesn't matter, it actually does. And we go into why that is. And of course, the foundation of all that is love. So I would love I've made this book very affordable. I did record the book on, there's an audio, and you have access to that as well. This book is only available here. It is not on Amazon. It's not on anything. It's only here because I want to keep it affordable, and I want to make sure nobody tries to change it, because the information is so important, and the quality and integrity of what I'm sharing with you, if it goes to a publisher or something like that, I turn over control and they can make changes with it. So I want to make sure that you're getting the best quality information possible. I would love to hear from you when you read this book and start implementing it. Please ask me questions, And because ultimately, I want you to be able to use this. So if when you go through it, you are able to implement what you read. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and let me know, and I will do my best to answer the questions that you have so that you can use this. And the other thing is, I want to hear your successes. How have you used it? How did it change? Are you using muscle response testing already? And this gave you the information that you needed so that you could implement it better. Let me know any questions or successes that you've had. Click the link below and you can get the ebook, and you can also get the audiobook. So I look forward to getting your feedback and hearing from you.